Hi folks, I'm Matt and welcome to My Expanded Universe, a show where I go through the entire EU in chronological order as best I know how. Folks, we're talking about the Fate of the Jedi series and we are on book 6. And this one is called Vortex by Troy Denning. Now, in this one, it turns out that Luke didn't defeat Abeloth, just someone who was possessed by Abeloth. Who was that? Dion Stad. Who is that? Oh, that's the guy I was talking about earlier. I just didn't say his name. It was the kid who had Force abilities but never became a Jedi, who has been with the crew for a little while now. It seems like Abeloth infiltrated him, possessed him, and kind of he became like Abeloth in a way. So Luke defeated the wrong person and Abeloth is still out there. Meanwhile, there's a lot going on with Vestari. She's still captured by Luke and Ben, but then she tricks Ben, escapes, gets caught up in some kind of deadly plant. Ben, even after being betrayed by her, saves her anyway with a promise that she'll never betray them again. You know, I mean, Ben is just a bleeding heart. He loves Vestari. It's kind of wild. He's like Pepe Le Pew going after Vestari every time she runs away from him or betrays him or kicks him or bites him. He's like, oh, poor thing. You didn't mean to do that. I know you didn't. He's in love. I can't hate him for it. But it is a nice little, you know, love-hate relationship in a way. Now, Vestari, in a way, is she softening up? Is she learning more? Heck no, she's not. You see, the Lost Tribe of the Sith has found, they see that vision of a Jedi Queen, you know, and now they're scared. They're like, oh no, this cannot happen. And so, of course, they go after Luke and Ben again, who escape. They get back Vestari, but they said, you know what? You're going back to them. You're going back to them. You're going to be our double agent. And so they beat her up really brutally to make her think that she's been a failure. She's been cast out of the Lost Tribe so that Luke and Ben will trust her for the umpteenth time. I know that sounds kind of redundant, but I get it. You got to make it seem more real. Plus, you as the reader aren't convinced. You know, Vestari is still loyal to the Lost Tribe, or is she? Is hanging around Luke and Ben rubbing off on her? Is she starting to see the good, the light? And we don't know that yet as of this book, but she agrees to go back. She gets beat up and goes back to assist Luke and Ben on their quest to defeat Abeloth. Back on Coruscant, Han shows Dala that the Jedi ain't crazy no more. They're cured. And so she said, okay, well, she calls off. She had the Mandalorians taking siege of the Jedi Temple at the time. She says, okay, you know what? Y'all call off the Mandos. You're right. Seems like they're better. Now, she won't give up the Horn children who are frozen in carbonite right now. Corran Horn and Mirax are pissed at this. They want their children back. So they go to Kenneth Hamner like, hey, come on. In the Jedi Council, we need to take our kids back. You got to be honest. The Galactic Alliance has gone too far. Kenneth still refuses to do anything to ruffle those feathers. He's trying to find peace another way. It's a side story. It's not that important, but Kenneth has his own little plan he thinks is going to work out, but he's really not doing anything. He's being very ineffective, and suddenly the Jedi just abandon him. They say, you know what, you're not the leader anymore. And they just go off because they're going to do a mission, and they're going to rescue the Horn children. Now, who do they involve in this? Ha-ha, Booster Tarek, baby. He comes back. Now, he has got to be decrepit at this point, right? He was kind of old and crotchety in the Rogue Squadron series, but that was like 40 years ago. So he's a very old man now, still in the errant venture, and he holds a big game, a big sabacc, high-stakes game, and invites some of the dignitaries and leaders of the Galactic Alliance on there. Well, then he kind of holds them hostage. He creates a lot of chaos around the planet. He is just acting as a distraction so the Jedi can infiltrate and save those kids. You know, save Valen and Jessalyn. And meanwhile, the Jedi also plan to launch some Stealth X fighters to assist Luke, because Luke needs help too. He's surrounded by Sith. He's like, hey, help me. You know, so they bring in, I don't think he said it like that. But while they're trying to get out with their Stealth X's, Kenneth Hamner's there stopping them. He's like, no, this is wrong. You need to stop right now. And Saba Sabatine, who is in this, and excellent, by the way, excellent. She's an excellent character. Another great Jedi character created by Troy Denning. And she says, you need to move. We're going to do this. And Kenneth's like, no, I will not let you. You shall not pass. So she has to draw lightsabers against Kenneth, and she has to kill him. Now, this is kind of shocking. Saba Sabatine did not want this to happen, but she knows it's the only way to do it. And you're thinking, what happened to Kenneth, man? What is going on with him? Well, it's just a sad, tragic story of a Jedi who couldn't take the pressures. Now, I think later on, Luke's going to maybe admit that maybe Kenneth wasn't the best choice or whatever, but he just couldn't take on the pressure, and he served his role. He dies. Saba Sabatine kind of becomes the interim Grand Jedi Master in a way. But anyway, that happens. It'll be resolved later on in another book. The Stealth X's go out to assist Luke. Now, going back to Luke encounters Abeloth again. Vestari signals the Sith, going, hey, we found her. We're here. And so again, she's betraying. Again, she's betraying Luke and Ben for the umpteenth time. The Lost Tribe come. High Lord Talon, I want to say his name is. He comes down. He decides he's just going to kill Luke and get it over with. But Vestari, who I can say can see things, as they really are, she realizes that the High Lord, he doesn't stand a chance in defeating Abeloth. Luke is the only one who can. So she betrays the Sith and kills the High Lord, saving Luke Skywalker in the process. And then, of course, solidifying herself in the eyes of Ben. Luke is he's wondering at this point, but Ben's like, yes, she's on our side. Not really, because she said, no, the only way we're going to beat Abeloth is through Luke. High Lord Talon is not the way. He's got to go. And so Vestari makes a cutthroat decision there. But overall, what we should get from this novel is that things just aren't good. There's still, Dala is on full meltdown on Coruscant over all these actions that are going to take place. The Jedi are causing a lot of friction with the Galactic Alliance right now on Coruscant. Bad things are going to come across that now. Kenneth Hamner's dead now. And Luke is surrounded by Sith on one side and Abeloth on the other. How does he get out of it? Well, tune in next time for I'll just see you later.